Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Herrera. The book we will be discussing today is Enhancing the Art and Science of Teaching with Technology. This book immediately caught my eye because I believe that technology in the classroom is very important and is also very beneficial for not only our teachers but our students as well. The authors of this book are Dr. Robert J. Marzano and Sunny Magana. I posted a little picture of the book below just to kind of encourage you to get this book. If you're ever out at a bookstore, Barnes & Noble, wherever you may be, and you see this cover, you should buy it. It's a great book. I'm really happy that I bought it. And it made me just feel more confident as an educator that I will be able to integrate technology into my classroom and I will be able to teach my students the correct way to use technology for learning. And I think that it just prepares you a lot better than any other information forms, online sites. This book really has it all. It's really great. Definitely recommend. Enhancing the Art and Science of Teaching with Technology provides educators with effective teaching strategies. It shows educators how to integrate technology in the classroom. It demonstrates how to begin using technology in students' curriculum, and the role of the teacher is very important. The authors of this book put a very big emphasis on the role of the teacher and how important we really are, because our students are not going to learn how to use technology the correct way for learning if we as educators and teachers do not even know it ourselves. So for us, it is important that us teachers learn this new way of teaching, this technology-based way of teaching. I know it can seem a little bit scary. Like I said before, was a little bit nervous about it, but after this book, I feel a lot more comfortable, and it just provided me with so many helpful tips onto how to just seamlessly integrate technology into the classroom, and I will be sharing it with a lot of my fellow teachers. This book includes over 100 new technology-based teaching strategies. 100. There is a lot. First, looking at the list of all these new strategies, I did feel a little bit overwhelmed. I thought, how am I going to learn, understand, memorize, and figure out how to use these strategies in my classroom? It was a little overwhelming, but they're all really helpful. And they're set up in 41 elements, like different categories of effective teaching at the K through 12 level. So if one category you want to teach more with technology may interest you here, or you can go to this section here. It's not as much as 100 is. They're all separated into different categories that make the understanding of it a little bit easier. The authors provide a category of 6 major steps of action that educators need for creating effective critical input. These steps are previewing, division of students into groups, provide information in ways that require students to describe, discuss, and make predictions, asking inferential questions, recording information in various forms of notes, reflecting on the learning. Now, this part of the book really spoke to me, and there were 2 areas that I thought were very important. The first was recording information in various forms of notes. This is really important for our future students and how they're going to be listening to us and taking that information home with them and using it. There are so many different ways now to take notes in a classroom that you almost don't, especially in college, you almost really don't need to bring a paper or a pen and pencil to class. If you have an iPad, if you have a laptop, there's so many different things now that you can use to take notes. This past week, I had my first on-campus class at University of La Verne because I am new. And for some reason, I didn't bring my laptop. I don't know why. I still haven't figured out why, but I didn't. And I brought a notebook and a pen to the classroom and felt so unprepared. I felt like I couldn't keep up with what the teacher was saying. My hand was cramping. I was getting sidetracked. I was just all over the place. So long story short, on my lunch break, I went home and brought my computer back to the classroom, and the rest of the class went very smoothly. I was able to keep up with what the teacher was talking about, able to make my own little notes in there, and it's just a lot easier to just save it and be done rather than having paper scattered everywhere, which I know most of us still do, but this helps organization also a little bit more. And also, I believe that technology in the classroom is also going to help our students with social interaction, because now you can put your students into groups. They can now share and discuss all these things with each other, And I think on a social level, this is really going to benefit our kids. In conclusion, technology continues to change and advance every day, and it is the job of the educators to properly prepare children for the world outside of the classroom. Technology is changing every day. The world is changing every day. We can't be left behind. We can't get left behind with this one. We need this for our classrooms. We are going to need this for future teaching from here on out, really. And I believe that now technology is going to help students everywhere around the world have the right to a fair education and be able to learn. Even though I know some of these techniques and new technology into the classroom may be a little scary, it's more beneficial than scary. And this book really provides you with everything you need to smoothly transition into that process. This last part of my slideshow I would like to share with you is not part of the book. It's just something that kind of stuck in my head because I feel like it sums everything up about integrating technology into the classroom in a much better way than I can. I found this when researching for a previous paper of mine, and I saved this quote. I think it's really great. Technology is now a necessary component for learning. According to Burdett, McGraw, and Ross, information technologies have changed the way we learn, work, and live, transforming the way teachers teach and students learn. Technology is a major part of the reform agenda for American schools today. Instead of viewing computers as a specific topic of study, we now realize that computers can enhance and change the way school subjects are taught. And I just thought that was amazing because we are advancing, we are moving forward, and your children or your students may get an even better education than you did or than I did because now there's so much more technology. Things are a lot easier, things are a lot more convenient. So I think that, yes, technology should be in the classroom, and if you're nervous about doing so or are not really sure on how to do it, this book is great. I would recommend it, and I hope you learned something from me. I hope you get the book, and thank you for listening. Bye.